Life constantly confronts us with choices that reveal whether we are pursuing the path of wickedness or the path of righteousness. The Bible provides us with clear guidance to see the difference between these two ways and the consequences that follow each one. Today we will focus on three main contrasts between a wicked person and a righteous person: confidence versus fear, clarity and judgment versus blindness, and genuine worth versus empty wealth. The book of Proverbs gives us a striking contrast in Proverbs 28:1, where we read, "The wicked flee when no one pursues them, but the righteous are as confident as a lion." Wickedness produces fear. A person who does wrong lives with a sense of guilt, insecurity, and the expectation that something bad will eventually happen. Even when no one is chasing them, their conscience troubles them and they feel exposed. On the other hand, the righteous person, described as confident as a lion, stands firm. This confidence is not arrogance or presumption. Rather, it is faith. The righteous rely on Jehovah, trust His promises, or verse says, and find courage in His word. This confidence strengthens them to keep moving forward in Jehovah's service even when there are dangers or pressures. They can face challenges without trembling because their foundation is firm. As Proverbs 27:5-6 reminds us, "Open reprimand is better than concealed love. The wounds inflicted by a friend are faithful, but an enemy's kisses are plentiful." A righteous person values correction, even when it hurts, because it builds true strength and lasting confidence before Jehovah. Wicked ones, however, resist discipline and live in constant fear of being exposed. The second contrast is highlighted in Proverbs 28:5. "Evil men cannot understand justice, but those who seek Jehovah can understand everything." A wicked person turns away from the source of wisdom, Jehovah Himself. As Job chapter 34:27 explains, they discount God as a factor in their decisions. They rely on their own reasoning or the traditions of men. This blinds them to what is truly right. Psalm 36:1-4 shows that wickedness speaks within their heart, making them excuse their conduct, rationalize wrongdoing, or treat sin as entertainment. Eventually, they may even deceive themselves into believing that God does not see their actions. In contrast, a righteous person who seeks Jehovah gains clarity. By looking into God's Word, they can discern right from wrong, evaluate matters correctly, and make sound decisions. Proverbs 27:17 illustrates this. "As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens his friend." A righteous person surrounds himself with spiritual friends who refine and strengthen him. He accepts counsel and develops good judgment. This kind of clarity is a gift from Jehovah because it comes from respecting His principles rather than ignoring them. The third contrast is expressed in Proverbs 28:6. "Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man whose ways are corrupt." This verse overturns human standards. Many admire the wealthy regardless of their conduct. Yet Jehovah values integrity over riches. A poor man who holds to integrity is rich in God's eyes. His worth is measured, not by his possessions, but by his faithfulness and loyalty. This integrity is not achieved through human willpower alone. Psalm 25:21 teaches us that integrity comes through trust in Jehovah. He promises to be a shield and stronghold for those walking in integrity, as Proverbs 2:6-8 assures us. Even if the righteous suffer under the rule of the wicked, Jehovah guarantees their future. Psalm 37:18-19 says, "Jehovah is aware of what the blameless go through, and their inheritance will last forever. They will not be put to shame in the time of disaster. In the days of famine, they will have plenty." By contrast, a wicked person may accumulate riches but has no stability. His corrupt ways destroy his peace, his reputation, and his relationship with God. In time, wealth cannot shield him from Jehovah's judgment. Integrity is what makes a person of genuine worth, not money. As Proverbs 20:7 says, "The righteous one is walking in his integrity. Happy are his children who come after him." A family that inherits integrity receives a treasure more valuable than gold. An important part of maintaining righteousness is the influence of our relationships. Proverbs 27:10 advises, "Do not forsake your friend or your father's friend, and do not enter your brother's house on the day of your disaster. Better a neighbor nearby than a brother far away." The righteous treasure faithful friendships rooted in love for Jehovah. Such relationships sustain them in times of trial and provide the encouragement they need to stand firm. Wicked ones, however, often abandon or betray others for selfish advantage. Their relationships are shallow and unreliable.